So what I love about active parenting first 5 years is the combination of um, the brief presentations, the videos, the activities, the discussions. So just kind of the multiple ways in which it's presented. And I think for parents and caregivers who learn in very different ways, and also just to keep the program exciting and engaging. I love the program that there's kind of different aspects of it so that it is engaging and exciting. So I love the ages and stages part. I absolutely love it because I think when we think of parenting, that is so key to it. And I think starting it off as just kind of, okay, we want to have realistic expectations. We want to, help our children grow and succeed, but we don't want to have these unrealistic expectations. So knowing these ages and stages, knowing, your 2-year-old isn't bad, quote unquote. They're doing exactly what 2-year-olds are supposed to be doing. Your 1-year-old isn't misbehaving. They're exploring the world because they can move now. And that's exactly. So I think starting the program off with that is, I love sharing that with parents and caregivers, just to kind of set the stage that these are all great. They're all different, and there's different developments and things that are going on in these different stages, but it also helps us I think, care for children better when we know that. And then, so I love the ages and stages. I love the executive function component. I love that was added because I was just facilitating it the other day, and we were talking about freeze dance and helping parents think about that. Yes, it's fun and it's silly and it's a great way to just get some energy out and engage with your kids, but you are helping them become more successful in school, like helping make that connection that it's not just a silly game you're playing. You are giving them skills that will help them build impulse control to be better students and better adults. And so I love the executive function component, ages and stages, and I really like the brain development too, because that's connected to the executive function component, the games and stuff. But a lot of our parents that we, a lot of the times when I facilitate that part, it is, I think, kind of taking a step back and thinking all of the amazing things that really are occurring in these first few years. It's pretty incredible. Yeah, so we facilitate the program in various venues. So sometimes we have it here, sometimes we go on site to different places. So the marketing of that looks very different. Sometimes it's within an audience where there's already a group in place and we're coming in. Many times, though, we have the flyer, we have all the marketing materials, and we're just putting it out there. We run across a lot of parents that, I think they're, many of us, I think we know what we don't want to do maybe, but not quite sure what I know what I don't want to do. What do I want to do? And so when we work with community partners, we get a lot of community partners that say, oh, the parents I work with, they really want a parenting program. They really want, something just to add to their toolbox. And so it's kind of a natural fit then as at Early Learning Works, we work with a lot of community partners throughout the community, faith-based organizations, community organizations. We're right now doing it in a high school for a pregnant teen parenting program. So there's many different ways in which partners that we connect with. Every group is so different. So I'm sure there are things that maybe just knowing like, oh, this group has almost everybody in here has an infant, or this, there's a lot of pregnant moms and, pregnant parents, and then very young, and then sometimes it'll be the opposite. So we also facilitate fourth edition. So then we have parents who have, these 5 through 12-year-olds, but I mean, that program's obviously different, but I don't know that I've found something that just like really works with one group that doesn't work at all with another group. I think it's just the natural dynamics of groups are different. Sometimes, you have groups that share a lot, sometimes you don't. And so the group itself looks different, even though the curriculum is the same. And sometimes that might have to do sometimes with the familiarity with each other. Like so we've done it at a church where many of the people already knew each other. And so then, I mean, it was a different dynamic than just like, oh, you met tonight. And, so, but I don't think that has made it work better one way or the other. It just is different. Absolutely. And there's pros and cons to both. I mean, the beauty of a bigger group is you have more perspective. I mean, you have multiple perspectives or more. But then a small group, allows for people to share more, and maybe it feels, a bit more comfortable for some who may get, who may not speak up if there's, 15 people. So, it's they're always very different, but I think the consistency of the curriculum, and I also think the way the curriculum is set up, where it's just it's not like, I'm here to tell you exactly how you need to parent. It's these are tools to add to your parenting toolbox. And starting off with the slide of, you take the best and you leave the rest. We all parent very differently. We all have different ways in which we were parented, and in every group you're going to get that, right? And so I think, coming in at the very beginning with that of, I'm here to just kind of guide us through this curriculum, and and I've never had a parent afterwards be like, none of that was helpful. I mean, there's something that they're like, wow, you know what I'm doing right now isn't, maybe it's not working for me, and this might be worth a try.